Hey, I just want to let you know how do I do panel line. Of course, there's multiple way of doing it, but this is going to be the way that I do. This surface you can see is very plain. So what I usually do is to draw just a couple of lines in it just for fun, just to detail it up. Of course, you can do more detail than this, but this is just, I'm trying to do the simplest way to match with the already existing panel line on the model itself. So after doing all the panel, the next thing you should do is the Dymo tape. Dymo tape is hard, flexible, and it's easy to cut, so you can glue it on or tape it on actually, and then you just start cutting to do the panel line. So what you do, you just peel it off, and after that you glue it on. Not glue, I'm sorry, tape it on. And such that, there you go. You just put on where you made the line as such. Once it's straight, you press it down so it can hold by itself. Now you have tools for this. This is the tool I have. Don't start cutting a line directly, because this is not, even though it's new and still good, it will break the surface instead of start making line surface. So what you do is you use a very sharp brand new X-Acto blade to cut along the line, not to press too hard, just a little bit at a time, like that. It's just to cut the surface before you start scraping on it. And also, never use excessive force, just do little by little. Once you feel that's a little bit deep, you take it off. Simple as that. If you want to know, all you have to do is just erase the panel line that you made or sand it off. And you should see the panel line right there. And after that, you can take a high grit sandpaper and just sand it off to even out the surface, and then you just make yourself a brand new panel line. I hope this video helped you. This is just a short way of the way I do. Of course, like I said before, there's 1,000,001 way of doing the same thing. Just do the way that comfortable for you. All right. So this is the result after a few lines. As you can see, it's darker because of the dirt that's accumulated inside, because I sanded it off, and of course the dirt got inside, but it's good because I can see the line a little bit clearer. So there it is. Those extra line on top. It's not amazing, but it's fun. But then again, this is, you do what you like. That's pretty much breaking up the pattern, the plainness of the plastic, because this part here was completely flat. There was nothing on it. And this was just a couple of lines, but I did a little bit more on the side. This part here I find a little bit plain on the thrust, I guess, or booster, whatever they want to call it, or the rocket. I'm probably gonna have to do either a straight line or just a cone line around it to attach with the back, because on the bottom there is already lines. So don't know, we'll just have to wait and see what I'm gonna do. But now I'm gonna take a small break and then primer it later on. Some of the when you slip your hand a little bit, and there's an extra line that's on the side like this. Once you put the primer on and you sand it off, it will disappear. So because it's very light, so you don't have to worry too much about it. If it's deep, then yeah, you're gonna have to use putty, but it's not deep at all. It's very, very light. So again, the trick is not to do excessive force, and just take a knife and cut little by little, couple times, 3 times, 4 times if you must, and then you take the tool, scraper, then you start do the line into it. Couple times again, back and forth until it's deep enough, and then simple as that, just sand it off, and that's it.